Selfie.
Facebook is a fucking asshole. Fuck you and your fucking friends. Thumbs up for your whitey problems. My clothes fly over your head. You train wreck. Fuck you. You suck. Eat shit.
All right. Welcome back to the M25 Show. My name's Albert.
My name is Eddie.
I'm Melissa.
And I'm Steve.
What's with these two all calm and quiet? My name is Eddie.
That's because they don't want.
Because I follow how Eddie does it. If he tries to do it all seductive, I do it
You
the
follow
same
his
way.
energy?
Yes.
I know why they're doing it.
Eddie, next week I want you to strip off your shirt as you're doing it, okay?
Unbelievable.
So let's start to follow.
Yeah, I think that's something you got to do with that Snapchat shit. Dude, don't do that stuff here.
Eddie, next time you wear that Hulk Hogan shirt and just rip
The
it.
Hulk Hogan should just tear it apart.
Yeah.
So-
I'll play real American to lead us into the show.
Here's the thing. Here's why they're acting like that, because they don't want to get in your diabolical
What
things
diabolical?
that you save of people's things for future
recording a pre-show
for
Jesus.
future torture.
If you're watching live on Facebook and YouTube, I do a little pre-show, about 2 minutes of dialogue before the show begins. So
Yeah,
go download
I know.
the podcast. Then
Now
you
I
can-
know how Johnny Depp feels.
Johnny
How
Depp.
dare you mess up his name?
I'm very sorry. Now I know how he feels when he's being recorded and not let it. She didn't let him know she was recording him. I get it now. Now I understand the treachery of Alberto. Eddie,
Yeah,
and then he has the audacity to tell Eddie
I've
to
never-
tear his shirt off.
I've never let you know that I've been recording you before the show. Okay, geez.
Oh,
Here we
God.
go.
I just found out that he was recording the show last week.
You-
Out of all this
I thought it was
time,
5 minutes ago.
no,
you-
but he reminded me today.
Steve didn't know it was a podcast. You know, he thought
Yeah,
it was
but
just
I-
Facebook and YouTube.
Yeah,
we
but
thought
I
we were
didn't.
just talking, or you didn't know?
Okay, so this is for the live stream audience, and I know we have a podcast audience. So when we come on together, you just push
hopefully we have
play.
both.
You just push play, and we don't even say, "Hey, welcome everybody. We are the M25 Show." We just start talking about, "Hey, how you doing today?"
Well,
you
you know,
cocksucker.
I've done it for like over a year. Okay?
Exactly.
You can go back
So
and listen.
what kind of intro do you
Do-
do?
do-
Do you do an intro?
Do you want to listen to last week's intro?
I don't even like listening to me. Period. So I don't even
I'm
want
gonna
to.
come on when I see my thing pop up. I'm gonna be all, "Good morning, fuckers."
Yeah, as
So
soon as we
everybody
come
can hear
on,
me.
when we're not live, I'm just going to say, "Good morning. We're the M25 Show," and we're not live yet, but we're live with you, kind of podcasting,
Yeah.
podcast live.
It's just a-
Pre-ejaculation, people.
It is just a small conversation. Whatever. I recorded 10 minutes. I cut it down to 2.
Oh,
Okay,
now
and
we're
then-
Oh,
doing,
he edits us.
It's edited.
We're
my
edited.
God.
Oh my
with
goodness.
all
You-
the
you-
authority,
You want our pre-show conversation unedited?
the authority that people have.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah. What's up, Henry? What's up, Randy?
As I said, they're on all the
Authority.
podcasts. You guys, welcome to listen to them, and every one of them. If I'm
Oh.
here, if I'm doing it live, recording it live like this, there's going to be a pre-show.
Okay, but
Only ones without a pre-show is the ones I missed.
I get it, and I don't mind. You know, it's
Okay.
if you wanna record me illegally, that's okay.
It's not illegally.
But the thing is I don't know how many times we did the show, Eddie. We we click on, right? We all come together in these little boxes, right?
Yeah.
And we just shoot the shit, no reason.
Yes.
And we're live. We're not. Well, I guess you could call it kind of live on the podcast. We don't even know. We don't even say, "Hey, good morning, everybody, you
We don't need
motherfuckers."
that. That's not the part of it. After the song, we say good morning.
So
No, I have a little
s-
conversation. There's the song, and then good morning. Welcome to the M25 Show. My name's Albert.
so you just want
My name
people
is
to know
Eddie.
what we do before we even start.
I'm
Like if
Melissa.
Jesus, so we're sitting here and
Why
we're
don't
talking
you-
about
why don't
dirty
you go
stuff.
listen- Why don't you go?
Okay, so you
Feel
you got
free-
on there when
feel
I took
free-
one.
Feel free to listen to any one of those shows.
I don't want to listen to our shows.
Hey, don't complain about it, asshole.
I don't wanna
Shut the
listen
fuck
to it.
up. Jesus.
I want people. I want to be talking about my past, getting panties from my exes and
Yeah, you know,
stuff.
Oh, look, see now
If-
that
if-
could have
if-
been edited out, but now
Yeah,
it's
that
gonna
one, the
stay.
panties. Yeah, he
Now
wants
it's
to edit
gonna
out
stay.
something else just so I don't get killed. But what about the panty thing?
I don't know. I gotta cut down 10 minutes into 2. I don't know. That won't make the cut.
So here's Alberto. Bigfoot, panties. Bigfoot, which one?
Or maybe
Which
I
one's
put both.
Steve gonna get in trouble for?
Which one
Well,
gets
maybe I
edited
put
out?
both.
Oh my gosh, Eddie, how do you feel
You know
about
what? You're
Alberto
welcome.
wanted you to rip your shirt
Eddie,
open wide open?
Go listen to all the. We did that live on the show. That wasn't the pre-show, fool.
Huh. Oh yeah, we did that live. That was live.
I did
What
that
was
live for
live?
the
Yeah.
world to see.
For the shirt.
What you said
we
about the
ripped off.
shirt?
That wasn't pre-show. That was during this show.
Okay, well, I don't know. That's worse. You were, hey,
Yeah.
everybody that's live and podcast. Alberto wants Eddie to. Well, Eddie, why don't you just do it then? Fuck it. Hold on. Let
No.
me turn my head.
We can't show nudity.
I hope you're wearing a shirt under that.
It's no nudity on.
No,
That-
you can't
that-
show any
that-
nipples. So next week you got to wear pasties, Eddie.
That's when we
Oh.
do the M25 show on Pornhub, and then we can have nudity.
Oh gosh. So we have somebody listening named Randy. I had a question for you, Randy. This is from me, and I'm sure from all of us
Not me.
on the crew here. Authority. What do you think? Do you think of somebody that has too much authority? It's bullshit. I'm not talking about Alberto. I'm just talking about in general.
Know what he's talking about.
Alyssa,
Well,
you-
Are
which-
we, are we
which-
talking about like a
Which got
supervisor?
edited, which
and it
got
goes to your
edited out of
head?
last week's
Just-
pre-show.
just authority. Alyssa, do you like being? Do you like
Submissive?
have a yeah? We're gonna go somewhere in that way. You like to be
Is
a
that where you're
dom?
going? Is that where you're going?
You want a whip, Alyssa?
Authority. Are you a person that likes to take authority?
Like a personality?
Like
I-
like a personality.
In
Whether
some situations,
like
it
in
depends on if it's something that like I'm getting credit for. Of course,
Yes.
I'm going to want it to go the right way, and whoever's helping me, I am going to tell them, do it this way, that way. I want this. Kind of like, say you're doing a party,
yes,
and it's your party, and you want it to come out the
And
way
I'll-
you want it, and you don't want people to be like, oh, God, did you go to Alyssa's party? God, it sucked, didn't it? No, I want people to be like, dude, did you go to Alyssa's party? It was it was great. It's the whatever. So in that way, yeah, it'd be authority and ordering people around. But if it's got nothing to do really with me, I don't give a shit.
I'm just talking about feeling good about yourself about ordering people around.
Oh no. People
Only-
say I do, but I don't think I do.
Oh, people say you do, but you don't
Some
think.
people
Isn't that the first sign, Eddie? When
What?
everybody
Denial.
sees
denial.
it. Denial.
That's the first sign. Where you,
Like Randy says, too many Indians, not enough chiefs.
not enough chiefs.
Yeah, too many cooks in the kitchen.
too many what do you call
Hookers
that?
in the bed.
Yeah, too many hookers in the bed. Like too many God, what do you call that? Too many hypocrites on the crew. Oh, wait a minute. What am I
Easy.
saying?
Watch your language.
I don't know what I'm saying right now.
Oh my gosh.
Hypocrite. Does anybody in your life that's a big hypocrite? That's
Yes,
a big
Steve.
word right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Dude,
No,
Eddie knows everybody. Everybody's
You don't
a
know
cousin.
anybody that
I mean,
their motto is pretty much do what I say, not as I do.
They tell you I would never do that, but then they go do it right
They
after
go
you.
do it.
They do what they tell you not to. What?
oh
Okay,
yeah, I
he's
guess
got a
yeah.
Do
definition
as I
of
say, not as I do.
who has the real definition of a hypocrite. Where's our Google people? Where's the Google
There
people?
goes
I guess
Alberto.
I need something to do.
Alberto.
A hypocrite is telling
Technical.
somebody not to do something that I think that they do, right?
Just doing the opposite
Yeah.
of where you say you're not, right. Doing
Like
the
if I
opposite
tell
of
you,
what.
Eddie, you
Mhm.
shouldn't cuss, Eddie,
Mhm.
and then I'm the one that cusses all the time. I cuss like a sailor.
Right.
Or Eddie, you shouldn't be smoking, and I'm a hard smoker.
You're a chain smoker.
Yeah, or Eddie, you shouldn't do cocaine off chicks' asses, and I do it every chance I get.
Okay. From Google, what is a hypocrite person? Number 1, a person who puts on a false appearance of virtue or religion.
Oh, good.
Number
Lord.
2, a person who acts in contradiction to his or her stated beliefs or feelings.
That's it right there.
Damn, can't there be something simpler?
How much?
shit.
Okay, no, here from dictionary. This is what it says: hypocrite,
Okay.
a person who indulges in hypocrisy. That
Oh,
more
Oh,
simple.
boy.
I hate that when they define something with the actual root word, and you're like, dude, now you got to look up the root word.
Uh-oh. Look at what Vladi Divac says. Johnny
Bloody
Depp.
diva.
Johnny Depp definition of hypocrite. Uh-oh. Those fighting words for Alyssa.
Here's
Uh-huh.
hypocrisy: the practice of claiming to have moral standards or beliefs to which one's own behavior does not conform.
Holy shit, man. I don't
Wow.
I think
Well,
that's
Johnny Depp has never told anybody not to drink. Johnny Depp has never told anybody not to do drugs. He's admitted that he's an alcoholic and he does do drugs. So
Yes,
I don't know
he's
what kind of hypocrite Vladi's trying to say Johnny Depp is, maybe about the abuse and the hitting. But you know what? Once you're abused, you get to that certain point where you just fight back. And yeah, drugs and alcohol is not a good combination when you're in a toxic relationship because shit happens. And there's plenty of video of him destroying
damn. Fuck.
everything
I need a
other
woman
than
like
his
this to
wife.
love me. Shit. God damn.
So just saying, I'd rather have a guy take his anger out on a cabinet, take his anger out on throwing a bottle, take his anger out on smashing glasses or whatever the hell he did, than taking it out on me. Just
exactly.
saying.
So there,
Just
Vlad.
saying.
There you go, Vlad. Vladi Divac.
Is that girl? Is that his wife or is it? It's just a
The
lover.
Ex-wife.
psychopath,
Yeah,
She's
Amber
an
Heard? Yeah.
like an ex-wife.
she's his
his
ex-wife.
ex-wife. Oh, okay.
They were
Yeah.
married once.
They were married for 15 months.
Andrew
15
says I
months.
could be 15
Eddie.
months, Eddie. What's wrong with
Eddie,
that?
Eddie did
It's not-
15 years.
That's not enough time to get to know somebody.
Well, they
How
were
much-
they were
how much
together
more did
for
you
a
wanna know?
while,
Talk about Eddie. You meet somebody and
They were
marry,
together,
marry
I
him the
think-
next week.
a year and a half before they got married, and it was toxic from the beginning. So why the fuck she married him, I have no idea.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. But I don't
Andrew
know.
says I can be a hypocrite at times, but at least I know it. There you go, right there.
There you go. The good old
Rand-
Amber turd.
Amber turd. Oh Lord.
First it
Trying
was
to-
the turd, and now it's and my dog stepped on a beet.
What?
You haven't seen that? Oh
What
my
is it?
gosh.
What happened?
She was talking about a situation, and then she goes, and then my dog stepped on a bee, and she made this funky ass face. And so now that's the new memes, and everybody is like, oh,
What does
they
that have to do
continue
with
it.
it? Yeah.
Something about like she was distraught, or I can't remember exactly what the whole testimony was about, but that was the funny part that came out of it. Was she said it and then she made this funky face, and now people are like stitching it or duetting it, like on TikTok, you know how you continue it. So they'll do the original video, then the next one will be like, oh, and then my dad had a pee, and they do it all rhyming, and my dog had fleas, and without my glasses I can't see, so it's just all
Oh.
rhyming, and they're all making all these stupid faces like her. It's just funny.
Oh
You
my
know how social
gosh.
media is.
Yeah, I've watched her. I don't know. I don't think I can't. I couldn't be with a woman like that. I don't like her demeanor.
Oh no, she's very condescending.
Yeah,
She's
she's like,
being cross-examined.
oh,
They may-
I mean, I only know because I'm watching it like every minute. I've watched from day one. I'm on day 17 right now, so I am behind the live, but I am watching it. I'm watching every
This may sound stupid, but
minute.
why are they in court anyway?
Jesus Christ,
defamation.
Christ, Eddie.
He's
Oh, okay.
claiming that she pretty much blacklisted him.
Oh, okay.
She
he's
wrote,
losing-
well, from what
Well,
I'm hearing,
Op-ed.
there was an op-ed in the Washington Post credited
Mhm.
her that she says she wrote, but I'm hearing that she didn't even write it. It was the ACLU. And basically in that op-ed, she claimed she was a victim of domestic abuse. And she didn't name Johnny Depp by name, but everybody just put it together.
Yeah.
The
So,
ACLU did
and
it.
Johnny Depp saying that
Well, she did say it's about her.
it cost them, the Pirates of the Caribbean and sorts of money. So
That doesn't make
Yeah,
sense when
other
she says
shows.
it's about her, and yet they're going through this battle of he beat her up and all this shit. Well, who else beat you up in your past? Who else did all these
Her
things?
parents were drug addicts.
Oh, so
She had abuse from them. Yeah, she's had abuse for like her whole life. So she, in my opinion, she knows no better. And the saying always says you're attracted to
What you grew
the
up with?
opposite sex, just like, you know, men are mostly attracted to women who are like their mothers, and women are attracted to men who are like their fathers.
Don't act so shocked,
So-
Steve.
I don't know about all that. I know that mommy stuff when you call them mommy, but I don't know about being with something like
Yeah.
that. That's Eddie,
So
I think.
sometimes, you know, because you look at your parents as, you know,
Role models.
role models. So then you kind of look for a man that's similar to your father.
Have you done that, Alyssa? Like when you're with your guy, do you think of your dad? Like in a not okay. Let's not put the sex to the side, but let's get to the point first.
think
Yeah,
it's
I
sexual,
hope I
right?
don't. I hope I have
Well,
no
because
idea how
okay,
that
well,
is.
when people say that, they go, yeah, they want somebody like their dad and stuff like that, and I get it. It's probably like hardworking, this and that.
Responsible.
But
Hardworking,
that-
responsible.
Isn't that kind of hard to put to the side when you guys are ready to do the deed?
No,
I'm sure she's
we're
not.
not-
I'm sure
we're
she's
not-
not thinking about her dad when she's doing the deed.
I
I
don't
didn't say that,
I don't
but I
think
mean,
it's physically and sexually. It's more, you know, the kind of
It's
person
more
they are. You
the
know,
characteristics.
you know, they say, you know,
Yeah.
you
shit. I'm sorry. I just
you know,
asking.
when you're a parent,
Excuse me.
you're a man, you have a son, you know, the way you treat your wife or his mother is the way he's going to treat the women in his life. It's
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
Yeah, but I
Yep.
never say I want to find a woman like my mom.
I'm not saying physically, but I mean,
Yeah, not physically, but like
for
characteristics.
some,
you know,
for personality traits, you know how they are.
how she raised you.
If your mom really cared for you, like babied you and stuff, you kind of want a woman who will continue
same
that.
thing for your children.
You don't
So
want
let me like breastfeed with her and stuff like that.
no.
Stupid.
I don't know what the hell
No.
you guys are talking about. All I know, one thing I don't want is a woman like Amber Heard.
Well,
I
yeah.
can't stand her demeanor. I look at her and when she's talking, it's
Oh yeah.
like she's
Yep,
a snooty
she's all-
chick. You
Well, see,
know?
probably that's why
Mhm.
your mom probably had a different demeanor. That's why you can't stand Amber Heard.
No, because
Now,
I know girls like that. I don't like girls that think.
Now if your mom was like Amber Heard, maybe you'd want a woman like that.
No, that's not true.
Well, you can't
No.
say that.
I don't like.
You
well,
didn't grow up that way.
No, I wouldn't like that. If I grew up
Well-
like that, that would mean I was stuck up. It would mean that
Right,
I
I mean,
think
if
being
you grew
stuck
up-
up is.
If you grew up different,
Yeah.
Well, how did she grow up stuck up if she was getting her ass kicked all the time?
I don't think it was more physical.
Okay, well,
think it was
getting
more like
mentally beat
mental.
down. Getting mentally beat down. How do you get stuck up like that? You think you would be like in a corner, like fucking shivering all the time?
Or-
How are you going to be
yeah,
stuck
maybe-
up?
maybe-
Or sometimes
maybe-
it just makes you tougher. Like you
Yeah.
just have
Or-
no.
or
Basically, you have no heart. You don't give a shit. You're just like,
Maybe she
Hey,
had to
do
grow
I-
up too fast.
People think she's stuck up, and maybe she's just defensive. You know, she,
You
she
know
has-
what?
She has
Do
to
I-
push people away so they won't hurt her.
I don't. You know what? That's all bullshit to me.
Okay,
You guys go sit on her side in the courtroom. I'll get you tickets. Need to hear this shit. Maybe this, maybe that. Blah blah blah. Well, you know what? I think she's grown up enough, and people grow up enough where they realize, hey, what's right, what's wrong. Yeah, maybe they had a bad childhood. We get it. And you wanted to be treated a certain way, but you grow up and you either go seek help with the doctors or psychiatrist, whatever they go see, and you realize, hey, you don't treat people the way that
Nope,
you know,
not
in
everyone-
a
not
certain
every-
way.
not everyone does
Yeah.
that.
But some people don't change, Steve.
Well, apparently
Yeah.
she did.
Yeah.
She she's seen doctors. What they can't tell her, hey, you know what? I hate
it
to
hasn't
tell you
helped
this.
her. Hasn't helped her.
They can tell her, but yeah,
Well,
if she doesn't take the advice,
believe some of these therapists. I mean,
Well, you got to grow up someday. That's
they
all.
really do they really want to help you? Because whenever they fix you, and you ain't coming
Then you
back
stop
no more.
going. Yeah.
Well, I think when you grow up, you got to know somewhere where you got friends or something, and they tell you, to go, hey, you know, you start losing friends because you act like a bitch. You got to
Whatever.
understand. Well, maybe I'm not supposed to. Maybe I'm not supposed to act like that. Maybe I'm not
Oh.
supposed to be a dick. Maybe
Some
I'm supposed to
people-
be kind of nice.
Or
People
maybe
don't
I
listen,
got,
though.
or maybe I got enough money. I'll buy a bunch of yes friends. You know, they
Yeah.
kiss my ass and take my money and
my gosh, here we go.
they're
Here
like,
we go.
like get a bunch of friends like MC Hammer. You know, they're there when
Oh,
you
yeah.
got, you're giving
Make
them
you
money,
go bankrupt.
and as soon as the money goes,
Oh
gone.
They
no.
they go.
did you
There
ever
we
watch?
go.
Did you ever watch
Them-
that MC Hammer docu film? I
No.
love that one thing. Like he gets rich and he has all these hangers on, and now he's in the movie. Now he's losing. He's like lost all his money,
Uh-huh.
and I think him and one of his finance guys, like, he has like a fake business pretty much, and all his friends are just getting money.
Mm.
And the Hammer and the guys like, well, we got enough money. We can give you like for so long, and one of these assholes gets up, "Hey, I'm not a charity case." Like, fuck you.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Very interesting.
But I mean, yeah, yeah, just like I think Michael Jackson stuff. I mean, he had people around.
Well, what does that have to
who
do
were
with
getting
Amber
stuff.
Heard?
We were saying that you have friends. I mean,
Well, I'm talking about
if
before
you
she
have
got
money, if you
before
have
she had
fame,
money. She grew up. Sometimes she was a teenager. I mean, she wasn't always.
well,
She's not even a big star today, but she
I don't
wasn't in
know.
movies at one time, and she was just a
I
regular.
hadn't heard of
regular
her until this trial, really.
Okay, well, that's
Yeah.
my point. She had to
But
grow up, not famous.
she was in movies. She has some money. She could
Okay.
attract Johnny Depp.
I'm
you know,
not
who could
talking
have
about
any woman in the
yesterday.
world.
I'm talking about elementary school, junior high,
That is
high
yesterday.
school. That isn't yesterday. I'm talking about when she's growing up until she
I don't know.
got
Maybe
when she
she
became
didn't.
a star. Shit.
Maybe she didn't have any friends.
Yeah.
And then she became the
Who
star, and
knows?
then she got to hang around friends.
So we just
Because even
had.
the friends that she has while she was with Johnny, I don't even think are her friends anymore.
Well, that should
One of
tell
them,
you
she
something.
like.
Look at- I think
hit.
Alberto and Amber Heard should get together
Uh-huh.
because Alberto understands her.
Don't worry.
And I, Ah,
I already had one of those Ambers in my life. making false
oh, here we
Oh,
go.
boy.
It's going to turn into the
So,
Alberto
you know,
show.
I don't know. I don't know if she has any movie roles left either. I don't think she has any money, so no point in that.
Well, you know what, guys? We got some good news here.
What's
Our
that?
guest is in the waiting room, and she's here now. I know you guys love talking about this trial that's going on, but I'm very shocked at Alberto. Very shocked.
What? That I have
Why?
opinions and shit?
I'm very shocked at I'm very shocked at your opinion. I'm very shocked. Okay.
I'm not even
let's,
saying that's my opinion. That's
okay. Hey,
I'm coming
pause.
up with a scenario.
Okay, and look, I'm not even going to read Vladi Divak's.
I don't give a fuck about
I'm not
Vlad
even going.
Divac.
I'm not even going to read his because he's
No.
anti Johnny Depp. I can tell.
Yep.
Okay, we'll read it later and get Alyssa going. But let's get our guest out. Published model Ariana Whiteside. Hopefully, I said her name right because you know me
It
and
might
names.
be Ariana.
Oh, you think so?
I don't know. How's it spelled?
Hey, say that again. That was pretty sexy.
Ariana.
Oh boy. Okay, I'll let you introduce her then. I can't talk like Ariana.
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 Arra.
Whites-
You need to R. Arra.
Oh, God, I love that. Yeah, when somebody does that in your ear when you're naked, oh, that's so good.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, let's get our guest. Ooh, that's a good stuff. I love that troll.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Alyssa, I got to ask you: do you when you're intimate with your other half, do you ever do that, or does he ever request that?
The
Or is it-
rolling?
Yeah,
Arra?
hers. Yeah, yes.
No.
Oh my gosh.
You know, I think it's a Hispanic thing because a lot of our language has the arra.
You have to roll your R's.
Yeah, you have to roll your R's.
I don't know how to roll my R's, but I like them rolled at me. That's all I know. Okay, let's get our guest out here. Here's I wish I could roll my R right now, but I'm going to just say Ariana. No, Ariana Whiteside.
Hi,
Hello.
everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
Did we say your name right?
It's Ariana.
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 Okay, we were trying to get some tongue roll in there, and I don't know. So, how you doing? First of all, here's Alyssa, Eddie, Alberto, and myself, and we're the
Hello.
M25 Show.
It's
Hello,
a pleasure
hello.
to meet you. How are you?
Yes, and we're doing good. Let me blow you up here. There you are. So we were. I was talking to you, and we were talking about you coming on the show, and I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you decided to come on, and I told you it was going to be fun. It's going to be cool. So we're just going to talk about. You're a published model. We know that, right?
Yes.
I've seen a lot of your photos and stuff like that. Very nice. And why don't you tell us first of all your name and how people can find you on social media or websites and all that good stuff.
Well, it is just Ariana Whiteside, and simple as that. But then I do also have such as like my Instagram, things like that. I'll just abbreviate my initials, so I'll put Ari, ARI,
Okay.
and then EJ for my middle.
Okay.
Elizabeth June, and then my last name Whiteside. So AEJW.
Is
And
that for both or just for Instagram?
that's for Insta. And then for Facebook, I've got the Ariana Whiteside. So I just
Oh,
keep it pretty simple.
simple is good. I know some people, they have all these crazy letters on there, and you're like, oh man, you got to write them down. And when they're simple, it's easier to go find a person. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Luckily, there is. I've actually made a joke of this. There's only one of me with my name, other than there's another, but hers is plural. It's Whitesides with the S, where I'm
Oh,
single. I was like,
okay.
okay. So as far as, when you have emails, things like that, you have to either put that period in between or number or a symbol or other characters of some sort to make it your own. So
Yes.
it kind of works out.
Hey, I have a question. Do you have a little bit of an accent? I'm detecting here.
A little bit.
A little bit, okay. And I know we kind of talked beforehand, and you have a dual citizenship. Is that correct? Or
So my father's from Ireland, and he and my family, when he was one of the older, so when he was 8, they moved over to England from Ireland, and the rest remained in England. Other than an aunt of mine, she married a Scottishman, so she moved to Scotland. Although, because they had been there for so long, he didn't go back to Ireland until he was about 18, where the rest remained. Also obtained citizenship in England as well. And then he came to America his early 40s or so, late 30s, early 40s, and got his citizenship here. So
wow.
as far as for us, we're citizens in Ireland, England, and America, although you can only claim 2. At least in some countries, you can only claim 1. So
Okay.
I decided to just keep Ireland
So
and
Ireland.
America. Mm-hmm.
So that's the accent. Let me blow up here. Alyssa,
Ireland.
I'm detecting the
Irish.
Irish accent. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I like it. I like that
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
I
We
not only
always go
do
back and forth.
Ariana, not only do I like tongue rolls with the R, I like accents. I think they're really attractive. Am I saying that right, Alyssa?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for
Yeah.
women, like guys, do you see it in guys too? If they have an accent and stuff like that, is that attractive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on the accent. I mean, there's some where if it's
I think any European accent is sexy.
yeah.
Yeah. How about that? How about the Irishmen?
Yeah, because it's interesting. So Gaelic, it's almost has a Spanish feel to it. It has the roll of the R's and everything's very fluent and it's very pretty, very methodical. So when you hear it, at first, like I think the last time I was in Ireland was 2017, and you would just hear full conversations, and I mean it was just so fluent, but you couldn't pinpoint what it was, and it's kind of a good blend of it. Almost sounds like Spanish mixed with almost oh gosh, I mean, just mixed with other European countries, which Spanish isn't European. So it's an interesting blend of its own. And it's very unique when you hear it. And there's lots of different dialects. And to also get to hear that, I like learning about different cultures, not only when it's my own, but others,
Yes.
and how much alike they can be.
Very interesting. I think that's pretty cool. Alyssa, you got a question for Ariana?
So where are you published? Are you published in magazines? Are you doing calendars? Where are you published as a model?
So I do have plenty of magazines. I've got, forgive me for not being able to remember all the names, but
Okay.
I know there's like, Man Cave, and there's, I'd have to go through all the list of them. They've accumulated over the years. And then I've even done some in England and quite a few different ones here just in America. And then magazines. I'm sorry, calendars. I've done one before. It was very long time ago, and then started dabbling into more movies and commercials and
Oh,
kind of more into the
wait.
film.
Oh, wow.
Interesting. Good question, Alyssa. So, Milton Hill says, "Hi, Ariana. Remember me, Milton Hill?
Yes,
I don't
yes.
know. Okay,
He's
well,
a
Milton.
photographer I've worked with.
Oh, really?
Mm,
Mhm.
Wow. Milton always pops
Wow.
in and watches our show, and we finally found somebody he's worked with.
Yeah, he was at
Nice.
a workshop that I was teaching at. It was fun.
Oh, very, very cool. And before I bring Eddie up here, you talked about movies. You've done some movies.
Mhm.
Oh, well, tell us about that.
I played. There was one. It was a little small scene, but I played a 17-year-old girl that got murdered, which was a lot of fun.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I
Mm.
love horror movies and I love action.
Okay.
Anything that's gonna really, require more, I guess, acting. Per se, like I like all the effects and whatnot. So that was fun. Just,
So it was was it like a killer chased you and killed you, like one of those Friday the 13th type things, or Halloween?
So it was about this killer that was or a serial killer going after high school. And they were trying to kind of catch him and narrow down, basically, sorry, forgive me. It's been a while, but narrow down everything that he was doing, trying to catch him. And there were 3 girls that were killed prior. I'm one of them. And so it showed the beginning scenes of all 3 of us, just a small clip. And then it goes into the storyline of him and trying to catch him. And
So what's the movie called?
it's
So we
called The Town in the Middle of Nowhere. It's a little small film.
The Town in the Middle of Nowhere.
Mhm.
So if you want to see Ariana get murdered, does it actually show you get murdered, or it just says that you're murdered?
Like, I mean, there were more to it, but because of the film, we had to condense a lot of it. So all of our, at least us 3 girls that got murdered, all of ours was condensed a little bit smaller. But yeah, it shows kind of a few scenes, and then we all get knocked out and killed.
Wow. Do you all get knocked out together, or is it separately?
Separate scenes.
Oh, so at least you got your own murder scene. You didn't all all together in
Was
one.
it a mass murder all at once?
Was it a mass murder? Yeah.
Yeah, and it's ironic because there's a little small film that I was asked to do, and I mean, I think it's fun. I mean, it's silly, but it's another one where it's like props and stuff will kill you.
I think
Are you all killed in the same manner? Like,
hold on, let me bring Eddie up here. Eddie's got a question for you. Okay,
were you
go
all
ahead,
killed in the same manner? Most serial killers tend to kill the same way.
So it's based on Halloween, and so I'm greeting trick-or-treaters and then opening the door on one of them. It's the killer, so he knocks me out and drags me away. One of the other girls, she's walking to her car, he knocks her out, like slams her on her car, drags her away, and then the other is in a library. Same. So yeah, same matter. Like he's kind of stalking them.
So it's not bloody. He just kind of punches you to death.
I know. I wish it was more bloody. That would be
Yeah, I'm thinking more of like kind of like this, like the knife thing where they get him in the throat.
That would be more enjoyable. But
so he just punches you out.
Although I do like it. Pardon?
What's that?
What was that you said?
Oh, I just said that he just punches you out to death.
Basically, knocks me out and drags me away.
Eddie, you got another question for Ariana?
At what age did you start modeling, and did you get your start here or in Ireland?
So I started here, and I'm from here. Although it was a college student studying photography when I was 19, 31 now, and we had mutual friends. So he was wanting to expand his portfolio and asked if I would be willing to do a photo shoot, just kind of for the fun of it. I'd get pictures in return, just for fun. So I did. I posted those on social media, and then a photographer had seen those and liked my work, asked to do the same, expand my port or my time, and told me about a couple modeling sites that I could start up. So I did that, uploaded both of those sets of the photos from both photo shoots. And then next thing, I was getting requests from LA, Miami, Vegas, and other areas to fly out, do photo shoot. Everything was taken care of. You also get to go shopping, and then you get paid on top of it. And it's like a little mini vacation. I had no idea what I was doing. I had no one to show me what to do. I was just figuring it out myself. So managing myself from the beginning. And yeah, there was some scary situations that I'd come across, but and then you learn around that. And then over time, I also, at that time when I had done Vegas, I did my first kind of worked with my first videographer, where I was playing a hypnotist, and I was having to hypnotize the audience that was watching. And so that was pretty fun. It was just before I turned 21. It was awful. First time in Vegas, week before I turned 21. And then I leave maybe like 2 or 3 days before I turned 21. Could not drink. Well, gotta go again later. But so those, I had started them both in the beginning at that time. Then I just carried on with modeling, and then just used model as a stepping stone to further into acting and any of those projects. And over time, little ones here would come here or there, but I always did modeling on the side, and started getting more published more often. And then I started teaching workshops, started teaching classes. I started hiring models. I started training them. So I was a gymnast and a dancer both for 10 years. So growing up, so posing, modeling, all of that was easy for me. It was automatic.
Wow.
And then I'm also a makeup artist. So I'd always do my own makeup, my own hair. I do special effects as well. And so I just like to create art while doing the photo shoots. So I would manage and train models, and I'd be that middleman between the model and the photographer. Then I'd put them in my wardrobe, because it takes a while to accumulate such. And a lot starting off don't have that. So I put them in my wardrobe, I do their hair, I do their makeup, I schedule the photo shoot, then I go to the photo shoot with them, and then I coach them through each movement. And then I set them up with about anywhere from 3 to 5 plus photo shoots until they kind of catch the reins of it. And then I let them go. Then
Set them
it's
free.
all on them. They need, right. So if they need any help or anything later on, any advice, I'm always here to offer that. Or if there's, any photographers or anyone that they want me to look into to see if someone is trustworthy or not, because there are a lot that are not, experienced it. I always do. And so it kind of created my own little side business, I suppose. But, you can only do that for so long before you get burned out.
So the modeling kind of spread out to different things.
Correct.
The modeling, how she started out, Eddie. Andrew says Ariana is hot. Andrew says sexy Irish Ariana. Milton says hope to work with you again. And I say if we ever do a movie together and it's a horror one, I would kiss you to death. I've been writing this movie as we've been talking, so I think I'm going to get into the horror movies, Alyssa. What do you think?
Yeah.
That'd be pretty good.
I don't know, because you end up killing them and you don't get to spend that much time with them.
Well, I would do the whole movie till the very end.
Kill him at the end?
Yeah, I would kiss her to death at the end in the credits.
Suffocate, right? Take all the air out. And then
The kiss of death.
The kiss of death. Right. That's right. Let's put it, Alyssa. Alyssa, you got another question for our guest, Ariana?
So the movie that you're describing that you're in, where is it available? Is it a DVD? Is it on YouTube?
It's
Amazon?
Gosh, then
No.
no, or something. I'd have to look at the link. I can send it afterwards,
Oh, okay,
but
cool.
it's been a while since I've watched it.
Is it on
And
any streaming networks? Do you know of offhand?
if I can remember the name off the top of my head, it's Venmo or Venmo or it's
Oh, Venmo.
not the
Oh.
money app.
Oh, I think I remember.
I know what I know what she's talking about.
It's one of those. I can't think of it off the top of my head. And
Something
then I've got a few other
video.
projects
Voodoo?
coming up that are going to be more comedy. So that'll be a fun twist.
Could it be
Some
Voodoo,
horror
maybe?
comedy.
I think it's it's not voodoo, it's something video.
Something like that. Yeah, I just can't think of it off the top of my head. I mean, unless you were to use it often, then you'd
Right.
probably do.
Okay. Well, you know what? We got to hunt for it then. What's the name of the movie one more time?
It's called The Town in the Middle of Nowhere.
The
I can
Town.
send it.
Okay.
Probably
Yeah.
on
Please,
one of the links afterwards.
yeah. Please do. We'd like to check you out and see how you're taken out in the movie.
Small
And, hey, nothing wrong with that.
But it's
Everybody loves a good Halloween movie. Is it pretty suspenseful?
It's good. No,
It's
yeah,
pretty
it's pretty good. It doesn't have a whole lot of suspense,
Uh-huh.
but it's dated back in the 80s, and it's funny. So they wanted me to be like this punk rock girl,
Yeah.
and they set me up with other makeup and hair artists, which I don't normally do. I always do my own, but
Uh-huh.
this was kind of in the beginning where I was like, okay. And they said I needed to look as if I didn't know how to do makeup and I'm punk. Because in the 80s, they said they didn't know how to do makeup, which is not true at all. So then others were coming around and they asked if I was one of the trick-or-treaters, like a vampire. I was like, oh, no, I'm not. Oh, shit.
So the makeup. The makeup,
yeah. So it's a dark, messy look.
So you look like a more like a goth girl or something like that?
Yeah, I look gothic, kind of.
Ah.
And it's all kind of messy. And
Very
then
cool.
now I'm doing commercials, and I just did one on Monday, which was pretty exciting for a bail bonds company here in town. So I'll be the spokesmodel.
Oh, really?
So
Very cool.
do that. And
So-
it's Charlie's Angels theme. So instead of your typical bail bondsman, you've got the ladies, basically. So we kind of had like the whole tough approach, and so that'll be all over.
How can people see that without? Is it like online or is it like on TV commercial?
It'll be on TV commercials, and I'm sure it'll be online too. So we spent Monday filming. So once I know the progress of that, we did it with our TV station, Cake News, here in town. So they'll be putting it on television, and then they'll also be advertising it on their own, I'm sure, online. And then we've also got, we did some photo shoots also to use for advertisement. So it's an interesting new step.
How cool! That's pretty cool. I mean, we got you on. We're thinking, talking about your modeling shoots and all that. And we're here acting and commercials. That's awesome. I like that.
Thank
what do you think, Alyssa?
I do.
That's pretty cool, huh?
She's like well-rounded.
Well-rounded. That's very.
Yeah.
Eddie, what do you think about this? Beautiful model. It's does commercials, movies, Bell's Bomb and Charlie Angel style.
She's got a whole empire going. Huh?
She sure does. Does she have
Ariana? Have you ever run into somebody that just is not cut out to be a model? Like, have you ever turned anybody down?
This guy crazy.
You know what? I've never turned anyone down because I believe in inner beauty. I believe in self-confidence, and I think anyone can be what they choose to be. I remember when I was starting off, and this was just after, it was just after high school, there was a girl that I had gone to school with, and I could always tell she had a inner beauty, but she didn't know how to
Express it.
bring it out or express it. You know, she was not popular. People were not very nice to her, would tease her. You know, she was the type where a guy wouldn't look her way. And I saw something different in her, and she wanted to feel better about herself. So she contacted me and asked me how I did it. And this was shortly after, you know, after high school and my first couple years doing it. And then I gave her some tips, and I gave her the same tips on how I started. And I showed her the sites, and I told her of a few photographers who could help her. And, you know, I kind of just kept trying to build her up. And then over time, she was doing more photo shoots. And when you get comfortable in front of the camera and you figure out different expressions and looks, and you find that beauty within yourself, you can express it more. But sometimes it takes seeing that picture from the other side, because when you look at yourself in the camera, you see one view. But when you see it reflected somewhere else, you'll see your flaws. You'll see areas that you don't like and what you want to improve. And I would teach, focus on those areas and find a way on how to make it better, instead of just settling, you know, just keep working and keep building it up. And she would, and she started building a lot of confidence, and she started doing very well. And over the years, she was modeling for a while. I haven't seen her modeling since, but she was able to at least fulfill that dream of hers. And if I can give that to somebody, then
it's a good story. Makes you feel good, huh?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I can help someone else, because there's a lot. It's like that next door girl, and a lot of times people think that they have to pay money to become something, or you have to get in with all of these agencies, and there's a lot of scams out there, and that's not true. And so if I can help give that to someone, because a lot of them think it's, oh, I wish I could, but that'll never happen for me. I used to be that as well. I never thought I could ever do this. And then I was accidentally found. And, you know, I always struggled with self-esteem growing up. And so if I can accomplish it feeling the way I felt about myself, then I think anyone can.
Wow, this is very
it's a good story.
It's very attractive. Ariana just, oh my gosh, she went to a straight 20 on my 1 to 10 scale. I was almost like I was gonna start tearing up about hearing the story about this girl you helped. I was gonna ask you if you still were in contact with her or if she's still doing her thing, and but I think you pretty much said you haven't heard from her for a while, but she did accomplish what she wanted to do, right, with your help.
And you know, one of my sisters, I did that for her as well. She always struggled with self-esteem. And I was, I think, 23, 24 or so at the time. And she was 20, around there. And she was approaching 30. She wanted to look and feel her best. And because she always struggled with that, she never thought that she could. And so I'm huge into fitness. And so I helped train her. And then and she's very beautiful. I did her hair and I did her makeup. I put her in my clothes and I set everything up, and I set her up with a photo shoot, and I got her to see herself the way I could see her. And she even started crying because she felt so good about herself and was able to see herself in a way that she never thought she could. And if I can try to do that for someone, then that makes me feel good. There's a lot of times people will want to bring others down to bring themselves up. They don't like competition or this or that. And I believe in embracing other people's beauty, because other people will have something that you don't have, but you can also learn and you can share. So why not? Why not do it together? And I don't know, it just feels good it feels really good to do that for people.
Wow, I want to be very respectful when I say this, but Alyssa, I could just lay in bed with her and listen to her talk all night. You know, I mean, I usually have more on my mind what to do when I'm in bed with a beautiful woman like that, but I could just listen to her talk all night. Very memorized.
Mesmerizing.
Mesmerizing. No, it's a good thing, Ariana. I mean, I'm very. That's awesome. She's got a good head on her shoulders, Eddie.
Yep, she does.
Good woman right there.
Yep.
Wow. Do you have a Mister in your life or a partner? If
I
you don't
do.
mind me, asking.
I do.
Okay, that's very good. Any little ones, if you don't mind me asking?
No, no
Okay.
kids.
Okay.
This guy, he's new in my life. We've been dating. Uh, geez, well, almost a couple months. So it's
Oh.
very, very new.
Very new.
But
Very, very.
I'm happy.
Look at her over there, all hot and beautiful. That guy got to be one of the luckiest guys around right now. Eddie, what do you think?
I think so.
I
Yes.
think so. Yeah. Shit. Let me hold
Ariana,
on.
are you ever nervous behind the camera, or do you have like a routine that you go through before the shoot?
No, usually I'm pretty comfortable with it. I guess it kind of helped with my father. My father
Mhm.
always followed us around with a camera. He was always recording everything, and
Oh, okay.
so you'd have the big VHS and big giant camera, and was always taking
Mhm.
pictures. I hated it
Is that
because
the one
I never liked how I looked. I was like, stop! Even
is that the one when
when
you
I
had to
was
put on the shoulder,
working.
or that
Yeah.
was kind of big, huh?
Yeah,
Those were
yeah.
kind of big
Yeah.
back
I
then.
mean, and then he had more than one. He'd even have the smaller ones, and gosh, like how many cameras? And we'd always
Mhm.
push him in the pool or something. He'd have multiple phones and beepers, and he's a doctor, and so he always was on call and with multiple devices.
Mhm.
I don't know how many we ruined. But he
Mhm.
always had
gosh.
so many backups. I think he
So
put a
that's
lot of expense toward electronics.
pretty good. We were just talking about Alyssa, when we were talking about daddy, not daddy issues, but we were
Daddy
talking about
figures.
daddy figures. Like some women look for characteristics of their dad, and we were just talking about that before you came on. And
Yeah.
maybe your dad was getting you ready for in front of the camera, whatever it is you're gonna do,
Really.
acting, commercials, photos, shoots, or what have you. So that's a good
Well,
thing.
it's funny because
Yeah.
I now do the same. I'm always taking pictures of everything. I'm always recording everyone. I'm capturing the moments, and sometimes people don't like that. Or if I go to a show, they're like, "Watch the
Right.
show, don't record it." I do watch it, but I also will record part of it,
Mhm.
which always
Yeah.
works out because I'll be that person that will stand still and catch maybe a couple minutes. And then after the show, everyone's reminiscing and talking about it. Then I pull up a video. Then everyone's grouped around watching this video. See,
Mhm.
you glad I took this video? Yeah.
Yes.
Those even a night out, I went. I was out with one of my photographers and another model. We're drunk, so drunk. It was hilarious. I recorded most of the night, and the next day she couldn't remember anything. And I was like, "Oh, you don't remember? Here."
Oh. Uh-oh.
She's like, oh wow, okay. But I can have memories of stuff with my family, and it's always good to go back and enjoy those. Where it's one thing to talk about it, but it's another thing to be able to go back and show it. And
Those
my father
those are
always did it, hated it. Now I do it.
those are
Yeah.
definitely memories for sure.
Memories.
You got
Yes.
them as long as you keep them, I guess, until you
Yep.
delete them. Alyssa, before we get out of here, you got any a closing question for our guest?
No, actually, I just wanted to say I think I found the streaming platform that your movie might be on. It might be on Vimeo. I think
Yes.
that's called.
The
Vimeo. I was like Venmo
Vimeo.
or something.
Yeah, like video, but with an M.
Vimeo.
Yes.
Vimeo.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So we could check you out. Town in the
Yes.
middle of nowhere.
Yes, I think it's a good. I'm going to check it out too because I've been checking out all her pictures this whole week. So I think it's only fit that I go check out her
To-
movie.
To watch her get killed.
Yeah, I know. I hope I don't cry.
It's in the beginning. It's probably, I think, like 3 minutes in or so for like
Oh,
30
wow.
some seconds.
So you get off
And-
right in the beginning.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
wow.
it's talking about how there's 3 girls that were killed, and then the story starts from there.
Mm.
The story
And I'm one of
unfolds.
those girls.
So they put
And I
the
even
best.
brought a
They
girl
put the
here
best
in
in.
town.
They
Pardon?
put the best in. They put the best first to get the story going, and
Yeah.
they put Ariana in there. It's kind of sad. I don't know if I can watch it now. I might
Yeah, it's
never
like
be
you
the
don't
same.
watch me.
I don't want to see
Well,
Ariana
there's
get.
another one that I'm I'm in the final auditions for. It will be interesting, but it's going to be like The Hangover.
Okay.
But
Comedy.
I'm going for one of the main characters, and it's going to be a comedy, and it's these people, and then they get mixed up with like drug cartel kind of thing, and they're trying to escape and get away, and everyone's getting separated. But it's kind of like The Hangover, where it's just that chaos and
Very cool.
we'll see. And then this
Comedies are
weekend,
good.
probably get eaten by monster prop.
Oh my gosh. Something always exciting. That's good that she's always doing something exciting.
Yeah.
Ariana, can you one more time before we get out of here, you want to tell people how they can go find your pages to always keep up with you on what you're doing in your business, your either movies, commercials, photo shoots, and all that good stuff?
Yep. Just go to Ariana Whiteside on Facebook or REEJW on Instagram. I do also have one of my other Facebooks, REJW, which was supposed to be more personal because some of my family did not care too much for my modeling. So I was doing the separate of modeling and personal, and then it would kind of be open here and there. And Ariana Whiteside just kind of became the default. So sometimes it's open, sometimes it's not. But
and that's EJ what?
W. EJW, so Elizabeth June Whiteside. That's what it stands for.
Okay, EJW.
My parents were going to name me Ariana June Elizabeth Whiteside, but then one of my other siblings realized, well, then her initials will spell out a Jew. And they're like, well, no, we'll swap it. I was like, oh, that's funny.
Oh, boy, that's pretty crazy. Yeah, who would have caught that? Your sister?
Her sister.
Her sister
one
caught
of my
your sister?
siblings. Yeah, one of my older sisters, I believe. I'm number 9 of 10. So,
wow.
Wow.
A lot of them. They're brilliant, though, so they're going to figure.
That's cool. Big family is always good.
Yeah.
Right, Eddie?
Yeah.
Yes, especially around the holidays. Yeah.
Eddie's thinking of presents, not the love.
I always liked it. My parents split when I was young, so I always got 2 Christmases.
Oh, wow.
Just one big one. I always got 2.
Yeah.
2 holidays for everything. It was great. And, instead of it on the day of, you'd have the day of, and then you would either have another one so many days afterwards, or a week later, or
exactly.
Well, Ariana, I want to thank you for coming on the show. I want to tell you before we leave too that I like your background. I like that purple touch back there. That's pretty pretty.
Thank you. My bar area.
Yes, I like it. It's very. I like your setting and everything. You did good. I like it. Very pretty. I like it.
Thank you.
And I hope you're a friend of our show now. So if you ever need us to promote anything and try to help you out in any way we can, just send us a message and we'll do what we can over here on our side. And if you ever need anything, just message us.
Absolutely.
And keep up the good work. We're gonna, as much as it's gonna pain me to watch you get off in this movie, I'm gonna watch it. So we're gonna check it out and give you a review on it to see how you were killed. And we'll watch anything you're in. So when the commercial's ready and all that stuff, if you can send us a link so we can just watch you, that would be awesome.
Absolutely. I will do that. Thank you for having me.
All right. You take care of yourself.
Thank you. Nice to
Thank
meet
you.
you.
Nice to meet you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. That was Ariana. Let's see if she can. Uh-oh. She turned her mic off. That's good. She turned it back on. Ariana Whiteside.
I think there's a button that says leave studio. There. Nope.
Uh-oh.
That's the camera.
She's almost gone.
Oh, there she goes.
Very interesting, Eddie.
Yeah, she seems like very, very well rounded. Very very good. Very good person.
I'm surprised, Alyssa, you didn't catch that purple background back there. I thought that was
I saw
thing.
it. I also saw like she had
She
it
froze.
looked like
Everybody's
a mini
frozen.
User that
Huh?
What?
What?
Are we
What?
frozen?
Everybody was frozen for a while. Yeah, everybody was frozen.
Who's frozen?
I wasn't frozen.
You both were.
Oh.
God damn, who's that? What hot rod was
Eddie.
that?
I think Eddie
Wasn't
farted.
Was that
Alberto. That was Alberto.
You know what? My living room window is open.
Yeah, there's no speed limit over there or what? Shit.
You know what? It's all the time. I hate it.
Oh my
It's just
gosh.
so loud, especially like you get the fire department and all the sirens, and I'm like, oh, the ambulance, because I'm like between the fire station and the hospital, so everybody
Oh wow.
comes down. It's like, ugh, it's too much.
Oh,
That's crazy. Hey, did you
Yeah.
guys hear about that that ruling in England? I should have brought this up to our guest. It's calling a guy bald is considered sexual harassment. Did you guys hear about this?
No,
There was
how
a
is
ruling.
it sexual harassment?
What you talking about, Willis?
I'm just telling you that the judge ruled that it is considered out there now. If you call a man that's bald, it's sexual harassment. What do you think? Do you think it's sexual harassment?
Not if he's telling the truth.
No,
He's telling the truth.
If he's
Not
bald, he's
Pinocchio.
bald.
No, he's bald. He's really bald. What the hell does that mean, Eddie? He's telling
No,
the
I mean-
truth.
But
If the
how
guy's
does it-
bald and you call him bald, how is that?
Okay, so Eddie, if
Sexual
I'm
harassment.
bald, you go, "Hey, what's up, Baldy?" Or what? I mean, what do you? Or do you go,
How is
"Hey"?
that how is that sexual harassment?
Yeah,
Because
Explain
he's
it to me.
naked. He's naked. His head is naked.
Oh God.
Says here from the story. So
What
there's
is-
three
what is-
members of a tribunal deciding on the ruling and alluded to their own experiences of hair loss. Said
Oh,
that baldness was more prevalent in men than women.
So it's
Therefore, they
personal.
argued that the use of the word bald as an insult related to a protected characteristic of sex.
It's personal.
Maybe.
God damn, what, Eddie? You have some
What?
kind of beef with this or what?
No, I
Shit.
don't have a beef with it. I just
Very
don't
vocal.
see. I personally don't see how it's
Do you
sexual
call,
harassment.
is it shaming?
Yeah.
What do you? Is it anything?
Well, I mean,
Hey,
I
if
think
somebody
what they're
comes
trying
up
to-
and calls you bald or baldy, is that okay?
I think what they're trying to say is kind of like big boobs are something for women. So like if we saw a woman, it's like, man, look at her tits. You know, they consider that sexual harassment.
How is that harassment though? You
Yeah.
can't
Well,
you
the-
can't.
The way,
You
Because
can't-
it's not a private part.
the
Yeah,
way
you're,
I guess what they're trying to say is the way that, you know, if let's say this was a business and we're all talking about, let's just, you know, man, she has big titties and all that. List of those that sexually being sexually
Wait, you
harassed.
guys do.
So yeah, well, pick it up with the judge.
but if it's an
But-
opinion, if
but-
I
but-
like if I see a girl and I said, "Oh, I think she has big boobs," how am I
Yes.
sexually harassing her?
Well,
It's
you-
my opinion. It's what I think.
If you say it to her, go, "Hey, I like-"
Having
and
you
if you
been
went up to a girl on the street and go, "Hey, I think you have nice big boobs,"
it's not even
she'd
that.
go, "Oh, thank you, Eddie."
But I'm thinking-
it's not even that way. It's if let's say
It
the
would
three
de-
of us were, if
It
this
would
was a
depend on the
business,
girl.
if this was a business and three of us were, you know, talking about Lissa's big boobs, but and Lissa's not even around, but she just word gets back to her, you know, she feels harassed.
Well, yeah,
And-
but I think it's
and
more
what
doing it
they're
to the
trying to
person.
say is
It's doing it to
because
the
this
person.
because baldness is mainly in men, you know, say for Jada Pinkett Smith. If there were three women, you know, talking about, hey, you know, that guy Albert's, you know, bald head and all that, then I allegedly to these judges, I can feel harassed.
I think this is what Alberto said right here. Say there's a group of girls at work, and they come up to Alberto or Eddie or whatever, and say they're completely bald, and they're going, "Oh, I love your bald head, sexy, love it. I wish I could run my hands over it, and, you know, shit like that." Is that sexual harassment?
Shine it up with
Can
a
I
towel.
rub your head?
Yeah, I go, "Love your sexy bald head." It's
Rub
nice
it for
and-
good luck.
I mean, is that harassment?
According to the judges,
What's
yeah.
What's the difference of
I
three
wouldn't-
guys going up to a girl and go, "Oh, those boobs are beautiful. Oh, I love those big old knockers." I mean, what's
I think you have to know who you're talking to, because there's girls where you could talk to. There's
I'm
girls you
talking-
can talk to things that kind of stuff about, and there's girls you can't. You just got to know
I'm talking
who,
legally.
who you're.
It doesn't matter if you know. Of course,
Oh.
if you know somebody you can talk dirty to, of course it's okay, unless they turn around and stab you in the back and turn you in. I'm talking about going up to somebody in the workplace that maybe you don't even know or you couldn't talk to like that. I mean, you know, if a girl goes up to a guy in the workplace and goes, "Man, I love your bald head," or something, I don't know. I mean,
Love
to
that.
me, I think it's
Love, I
more
love,
understand the whole
I
it's
thing.
love
more
that condom.
embarrassing. It would be
It's
more
gonna, you know, it's
embarrassing.
gonna get to a point where you can't even say anything about anybody.
You. It's
Basically,
at that point.
can't
It's at that
anymore.
point. Some other places, you know, you got to
Yeah.
be careful.
I
Yep.
think they're just making it because, you know, you can't say things about women, so it's got to be both ways, you know. I mean, I would think it'd be more like if it was me, if I was bald and somebody said that, you know, if I didn't know him that well, I'd be kind of embarrassed because it would be to me because I like hair. So I mean, I
Yeah.
would be a little embarrassed about it. I mean, I don't know, would you call that feeling shamed or something? Maybe.
But if you were bald and you know you're bald, how can I mean?
Well, because if
I
somebody comes up to you and say
I
you
just
have
don't see it.
you're self conscious about being bald for one, and
Mhm.
people come up and go,
Like-
"Hey, that bald, hey, baldy." It's like,
Our
Hey,
Facebook
Chrome
user.
Dome.
Did you see what our Facebook user said?
Oh boy, he's
go
back.
ahead, read.
He or she is back. We don't know who
Our
it is.
anonymous person.
Oh, I don't think that's Richard because he can't spell that good. Go ahead, Alyssa.
It says, "Oh, now we know why Will Smith slapped Chris Rock because of his comment to Jada is now rude sexual harassment. LOL." But okay, so then you can go back to, because I know when Chris Rock got slapped, they showed
Yeah.
a video of Will Smith making fun of a bald band player on the Arsenio Hall show. So what? That makes it okay? He didn't get slapped. Well, you know, the guy didn't slap Will Smith at that time, because that was way back in the 80s, and I guess it was okay, and now everyone gets so butthurt about everything.
Yeah,
This
you're
slap
right.
is okay.
Yeah,
It's
you
not
can say
okay.
things. Yeah, like, you know, there's people that are kind of, you know, say there's people that are overweight, and you know, hey, what's up, fatty? You know, without even thinking about, you know,
Yeah.
not being mean. Well, there's some mean people, but you know, just saying it just to be funny.
Right. Or hey, Four Eyes.
Yeah,
Or, you
there
know,
you go. Anything like that. You can't say
anything.
shit anymore.
Nope.
You can't
Can't
say,
say
"Hey, I
nothing.
love that big ass on you." You can't even say that anymore.
Nope.
Or don't
It's
do
like-
it in the workplace.
Like George Lopez says, can't do nothing.
Can't do nothing no more. Eddie, I'm surprised at you.
Why?
Well, he's on its way there, so
Yeah, very.
I'm
no,
in trouble now.
What
Here,
happened?
let me just read this part of the article. The ruling published Wednesday was made in a case where the insult, and I think they're talking about even as an insult, was alleged to have been used against Tony Finn while he worked as an electrician for the British. I don't even know, the British Bung Manufacturing Company. Finn had
Bung.
worked at the company which manufactured wood cask closures for brewing industry in Yorkshire for nearly 24 years. He was fired last year, and the circumstances around his dismissal were also part of the case. Finn claimed that he was called a, quote, bald C dash dash dash. I'm guessing
Well,
bald cunt.
Oh,
And he was
Ooh.
threatened
damn!
by
Well,
his ship
that's
supervisor.
I would be more offended by the cunt being called a cunt.
But that's a popular word in England, isn't it?
Yeah, but I still don't want to be called a cunt, Eddie. I don't
No,
care
I
if I'm
know.
in England or Russia or wherever.
So
But it's pretty common to be like people use that word in England.
Well, I don't
Like,
know about.
you
It. I don't want to be called
You bloody cunt.
a. Just kidding. That is a show title right there. You bloody cunt. Let me see here. Hey, hey, this person that's making these comments about Jada, who are you? Do you mind me asking? It says it doesn't have a name.
probably Will
I know-
Smith.
It's Will Smith. Damn.
Getting some revenge.
Facebook user.
Yeah, why don't you say
Oh,
who
yeah.
you are?
I
What-
agree.
what
You
does
know,
it say?
before we used to.
I'm going to read what he says.
Go
He
ahead.
or she.
Oh man,
I
they're
like my
just-
generation where we were able to play outside and develop a tough skin about comments and everything, but now the video game generation, or X generation, has spent so much time inside playing video games and not realizing that some of the things that are being deemed inappropriate, like you said, back in the 80s, you can call a guy or a girl, I'm assuming bald. Then
Uh-huh.
the pharmaceutical companies benefited because they created stuff so that you can wear toupees and take pills to help whatever you're being harassed about. LOL.
Wow, look at this person is very
Yeah, like back when growing up, like we used to play the game like grab them, like you know, you throw a ball against the wall, and we play girls and guys together. So all the guys would grab the girls and
Grab
you
them
go
where?
for the
Grab the
boobs.
girls
You go for the
where?
boobs. You go for the boobs,
Ooh.
or you go for the. Probably can't. You can't play that game nowadays
Why the hell you
I've
got to
never
throw a
heard of
ball
that
to grab
game.
boobs? Just
because
grab.
it was like
Steve
butts
wants to
up.
play.
It was
Yeah.
like butts up. You ever played butts up?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
You can't
it
even
was like
play that anymore
it
because
was.
it was-
you
They
know.
used to call it slaughterhouse. You know, it's
Wait
like
a
butts
minute.
up, but like if you
What the
didn't
fuck
catch
is
the
butts
ball,
up?
you don't know what
You-
three butts up is.
you don't know what butts up is.
I know
You used
what
to play
ass.
that game
I know what ass in the air. What is it?
where you
Face down, ass up. Or, I know that one.
yeah, that's kind of the same thing where you throw the
Same thing.
no
I don't think it's the
Throw
same
the-
thing.
where you threw the ball against the wall, and then if whoever dropped the ball would have to go up against the wall with their butt up, and everybody would get a chance to throw the ball at them.
What do you mean butt up? Like just turn around or?
Yeah,
just,
no,
Yeah.
just like zoom the position.
Assume the
Line up
position
against the
and then-
wall. Your
What
butt.
the
Your butt.
hell? What are you guys doing in your
It's like
childhood?
an
You-
elementary
you-
school game, and I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Now it's like you can't play it at all because it's got the
It's-
word "butt" in it,
oh
or you
God.
can't even. Honestly, you can't play it now because you're
You
actually
hit somebody in the
throwing
butt.
something at somebody, and heaven forbid they get hurt with a handball. Same thing, like you can't even play dodgeball.
It's called three butts up. What's it
It's
called?
called
Just
butts up.
Butts
Butts
up.
up.
Hmm
You play on the
Yeah.
handball court.
I've never played that. Sorry.
But then, like I was saying, there's Eddie says it, but there was a variation called slaughterhouse, where if the object is there's the wall. You know those handball walls you've seen in the playground,
Mhm.
Steve.
Yeah. Yeah.
We used to use tennis balls, so somebody would get the ball, throw it up at the wall, and it bounces back. Now, if it's coming towards you, you try to catch it.
Okay.
If you fumble it, you drop it. You have to
Yeah.
run to the wall before somebody can pick up the tennis ball and throw it to the wall.
Oh, that sounds kind of familiar.
Okay.
Okay.
So
you hit the wall before they go and touch the wall.
then
Yeah.
you're safe. But if the ball hits the wall before you get there,
You
gotta
you get to
you
beam
stand-
them or something.
no,
Yeah,
you
you get
stand
the
there
beamer.
and yeah.
And get molested.
Oh no.
Well, see, the thing is, like the thing that Eddie was saying, the version slaughterhouse was, okay, somebody throws the ball at the wall, it comes to you, you try to catch it, you drop it. So basically, everybody gets to beat you up before you get to the wall. And I'm guessing Eddie.
I like Eddie's version better.
Yeah,
Or
We
yeah,
switched it up.
if you get the girls, grab some boob.
yeah. You grab some boobs. You can grab down in the crotch area, whatever you can get before.
So that was how you
Yeah,
flirted, I guess
Yeah.
you could say.
and then you kind of held them back so everybody would get a chance.
Oh man, Eddie was Eddie.
Sadly, that game gets you arrested 5 times this year. Now,
When were you, Eddie? Where were you
Right?
playing this last week?
Down the street. No, like when we were in high school,
Yesterday.
This morning.
in junior high,
Oh.
with all the girls and the guys on the block.
yeah, I'm guessing butts up with elementary school, and then when you got a junior high,
And
you
then it graduated.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh,
2 minutes in the
my
closet. You can't play that no more either.
No.
7
Spin the
minutes in
bottle.
heaven.
2 minutes in the closet.
God. You guys are out of control. No wonder you guys are all messed up.
Shut up, Steve. You probably did much worse than
We had
that.
Yeah,
We
but
had-
I didn't go in the closet. I just say, hey, you want to go in the room? I don't have to say you want to go 2 minutes in the closet. What is that shit?
I never heard 2 minutes in closet. I know 7 minutes in heaven.
That's plenty of time for Steve.
2 minutes in the what do? You got 2 minutes to do whatever you can in the closet
Yeah,
while you're
you got
Yeah.
while people are
2 minutes.
outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get hot and heavy.
The girl and the guy in the closet for 2 minutes, and
Steve would be like, 2 minutes? That's a long time. What the hell are we going to do for the other minute and 30 seconds?
Yeah, we'll be out before you know it. Be right back. Let me see here. How about okay? So, Alyssa, why don't you ask this Facebook user if they're going to say who they are? If
Reveal
they're a
who they
listener?
are.
Yeah.
Reveal your identity, Facebook user.
that was fun. Grab ass.
Yeah, that was fun. Grab ass.
Also,
Is
so
that
they
your name?
must
Grab ass?
they must be in our generation type thing. So
Yeah.
we're kind
Yeah,
of breaking it down.
That sort of disappeared with the millennials.
Yeah, it's not Richard because there's no way he gonna type all this. And it would have half of it would have been misspelled. And,
Right.
oh my gosh, why does it do that? How does somebody do that? I don't get it.
With fun days.
Oh, I know what it is.
What?
I got it. You remember last time when Richard was doing this? I think I can find this right now. It's because I'm also streaming on our Facebook group page. You know, we have one of those too, right? It's a Facebook M25 Show group page. Not this, not the one where we our main Steve, Eddie, Alberto, Alyssa. I also stream on our group page because the Twitter's not streaming for some reason. It doesn't go through. I don't know why. So somebody's watching on that page instead of this one, the Steve, Eddie, Alberto. Oh, that is Richard? What the Richard, who's typing this shit for you?
It says yes FF.
Yeah,
What is yes FF?
Fuckface.
He probably has one of those voice text things.
Let me
So,
see.
so he can just talk it out.
Voice to text.
Yes, it is. Okay. So whenever we get this on here, because this is the Steve, Eddie, Alyssa, Alberto Facebook page.
Is that demeaning? The fuckface?
I don't give a shit what he does. I'm very surprised he can type all this shit out like that. But it is Richard.
Oh, okay.
So
Did he take
if you go on Facebook,
because he
I know
typed a lot real fast.
Because if you go on Facebook and you type in the M25 Show group page, we have a group page too. And people, I'm able to stream on there too. So I started doing that last week. So when people comment on there, it comes on this page as Facebook user.
Oh, so it could be multiple people and not just him?
Yeah, it could be. Unless you go, like if you go on there right now, I can see it says his name on the group page. It'll say his name on here. I get it now. I don't know why it does that though, but
that's weird.
We figured it out. Richard, how did you learn how to be
sneaky?
Incognito.
Like you got some schooling or something. I don't know.
He grew up in our generation. That's why.
No, I'm talking about all the shit. Look at all that. You wrote it without any misspelled words. Punctuation.
Well, he did. He spelled deemed wrong. It's
what did he spell wrong?
And he put deem. Deem.
Where's that? Oh, one word out of all that? That is fucking good for him.
Steve, maybe he's out of money, so he's sober. He doesn't have any beer.
Autocorrect.
His brain
there's
is finally
always
working
autocorrect
correctly.
as well.
So you're saying he's sober?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, see what sober does, Eddie?
Yeah.
Make you smart.
Make you smart. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me see here. We got. Should it be legal for women to be able to go around topless if they want? Should it be legal?
Depends on where you're at.
Anywhere in the United States.
What was the question? I missed it.
No.
Should it be legal for women to be able to go topless if they want?
It's inappropriate.
I don't think it should
it's
be legal
in New York.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
You're serious?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So you can walk down Times Square without a shirt
You
on?
can walk down, with no shirt on.
Eddie, why are you so against it? I mean,
hey, for the first time ever, Steve wants to go to New York.
Right?
Yeah, I might just have to go down there. I didn't know this. Is it really?
Unfortunately, the only way to get there is on boat.
Oh, that's not true.
What, through the Panama Canal? Come on.
Yeah, I gotta go to a boat. What, I gotta go the long way or what?
Hey, through the Panama Canal, or does he have to go all the way through the Indian Ocean and the Atlantic?
Oh, Lord.
Down below
Go
Africa.
all the way around the world to come back around.
Magellan style.
There's gonna be some nice boobies to travel that.
Yeah. I forgot where I saw it, but I remember I think it was Miley Cyrus walking around in New York topless.
What?
So
a while ago.
What do you think, Alyssa? Should it be legal if a woman wants to do that?
If she wants to, I mean, men do it all the time. The only difference is
I think that should be illegal too.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
for some men.
That's true. I mean, some men are overweight and they look like they have boobs. Eddie, what's the difference?
I just think it's morally inappropriate.
Yeah. So, say there's a guy walking around and he's got tits just because he's older and he's overweight, because that happens to some men, right? Is that okay?
No.
Oh, so you think everybody should be covered?
Yes.
So a man who's fucking ripped and cut and he's walking around with the 6-pack and fucking big, looking good, he can't go shirtless?
He can, but personally, I feel it's just morally inappropriate. I mean, not unless you're at the beach or something.
Okay, so a girl goes to the beach, she can take her top off and run around?
No, not even at the beach.
Certain sections.
I'm just talking.
Not unless it's a nude beach. Or appropriated for that kind of stuff. Like
So should a guy wear a
It's
t-shirt
just
at
how I feel.
a family beach?
If he chooses.
Well, you're saying the girl shouldn't because it's not a
It's different. A girl it's just different. A girl,
because it has more meat on the boobie.
yeah, it's
What if she's flat chested and only nipples?
that's okay then, I guess.
Damn, Eddie's crazy over there. Alyssa, what do you think about this?
I
It's
mean,
just
if a girl wants
proportionally
to do
different.
it, yeah. I mean, I don't. What is it? Equality, I guess. Double standard. Why is it okay for a man and not for a woman? Just because our boobs are, bigger or they're, filled, and men's for the most part are flat. A nipple is a nipple. Just like there's people that wear thongs to the beach, and some women have flat asses and some women have voluptuous asses, and it's the same thing. Some chests are voluptuous, some chests are flat. It just happened to be most men's chests are flat and women are not. So it's a nipple is a nipple. I say you've seen one, you've seen them all. They're just different colors and different shapes. Not different shapes, but sizes. So if a woman wants to go topless, so be it.
I'd say everybody should cover up. Fuck all you. Keep your shirt on, everyone.
Shit. Well, there you have it, people. Everybody's shit. I don't really care myself. If somebody wants to run around naked, I don't give a shit. That's your body. If you don't get embarrassed or you're cool with it, I'm not gonna do anything.
Yeah.
The thing about it, it's when you say you want to go to a topless beach or a nude beach and all that, and everybody like, we get excited like we're gonna see like the best of the best. Usually the people walking around nude are not the ones you want to see.
Right.
And that's really the problem.
We're not talking about that. We're just talking about this. I don't care if it's ugly people, pretty people. I mean, if you want to go to see some beautiful chicks or whatever, you would go to a strip club because most of them are that they hire attractive women. I'm just talking about the average person. Want to walk outside and go to the store and they're topless. I mean, it's very rare you see a guy go to the grocery store, but in the summertime, I see it all the time. The dudes walk in the grocery store, go get some beer, and they're shorts and no shirt, and
they have that sign: no shirt, no shoes, no service.
Yeah, they do, but I mean, I've seen people come in and they don't really say anything. They grab what they get and they leave. I mean, I think they're talking about if you're like that and you're rolling around on the ground, or you know what I mean. You tell me you guys haven't seen in the summertime somebody, maybe you're coming from the beach or something. Oh, let's go get some beer at the store, and you just forget to put your shirt on. I don't know. Guys are different because it's okay for us. We were brought up that it's okay not to wear a shirt.
I don't care. I always want to wear my shirt.
I don't know why. I mean, I don't know what the difference is. Some guys are self-conscious about not wearing a shirt.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's up to the person. If you're self-conscious and you don't, then of course don't take it off.
Right.
But
and there's some women who aren't self-conscious and just let it all go.
And there's some that are and are beautiful and they won't take it off.
Even though you want them to, Steve, huh?
Yeah, even though you want to take the damn thing off. Start rolling up dollars and everything, see what you can do. All right, I just wanted your opinion. I guess there's some women out there that feel like that. They're like, hey, why can't I take my shirt off?
Yeah.
I say, well, take it off then. Shit. I mean, I don't know what the big deal is.
But you know what? And then, but a bunch of those are, they take it off and then they're like, don't be looking at that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
I was looking at one article, and the girl has a mask on. I guess in the middle of COVID, like my eyes are up here, buddy. It's like, oh, fuck you. Then don't take off your shirt.
Oh Lord. Oh, she was topless?
I guess so. I guess, and it is true. I guess it's 1992 in New York. Women can walk around topless.
So why would unless
that's when it passed? That's when it became legal. 1992.
Well, see, there's not that many people. I never hear that much.
This mind has so much information. I don't know why. Like, I don't even know why I knew that you can be topless in New York.
Well, I think because you said you watch a lot of TV and
I do. I read a lot. I don't read a lot of books, but I do read a lot of like informational stuff, I guess.
Well, I don't know. I just thought it was an interesting topic. I don't know. I guess if it's Eddie thinks it's not a very good thing. I don't
Eddie and
know.
Alberto think it's inappropriate.
Yeah,
It's
I don't know.
inappropriate.
For me, for everyone. I would put on a shirt.
Yeah.
All it's going to take is for it to be legal, right? And little by little, people doing it, and by the time you know it, it's going to be normal.
Yeah, and then people are going to stop going to the strip bars because it's like, why do I need to go see that if I can see it on the street? And I think that's what, people fear.
Like even Adam and Eve covered up after they could see.
Oh, here we go. Now we're going to get back into the biblical.
Eddie with the bring down.
Eddie's always going to bring in the church.
They were ashamed.
Okay, before we get out of here, I got to read this real quick for you, okay?
Okay.
It says TikTok star. I got vibrator stuck up my butt.
Had to have
boy.
surgery.
To remove it. Let me see if it's very long. Oh, they have a picture and everything.
No,
Oh,
I can
Lord.
tell you because I read it yesterday.
Okay, go ahead. Do you want to see the picture first? Hold on. Let me at least show you guys the picture.
Of her
Eddie-
X-ray.
You have the
Let me close
X-ray.
my- Let me close my eyes.
It's an X-ray.
No, it's an X-ray, Eddie.
Oh.
Ah,
Yeah, still, that's too much for Eddie.
Up,
Oh, shit.
up. See the little vibrator, Eddie? Well, maybe it's not so little.
Yeah, get a bigger one or something. I don't know.
Well, then there's a picture of it after.
That doesn't give context.
There's a picture of what it looked like in real.
Well, I'm
Did you
sorry
see the
I don't
picture?
have the real where I saw her insert it. I'm sorry I don't have that, okay? If I did, I wouldn't
No,
share it with you
there's
anyway.
a picture of her with it, like the
Dangling out?
type of video, not video, but type of vibrator that she had.
Oh.
There isn't that's not in the article there.
I don't. I'm letting you take over. So
Oh,
Steve
okay. So
didn't
this
read- Steve
TikTok
didn't read
star
that
from
far down.
England, this TikTok star from England, put a vibrator in her butt, and everybody knows well, not everybody, but it's common knowledge
didn't.
that
I don't.
if you do stuff like that, you need to use a vibrator that has a stopper. Like, have you seen like an anal, like a butt plug has that stopper, so it will stop. Because what happens is when you put something in your butt and it goes in and it doesn't have that stopper, it goes in and then your butt goes ring, holds it in. It closes it. So when you're trying to get it out and you're, like, sorry to be so graphic, but you're like this and you're trying to get it out, it's going and going and going and going. So what happens is it went up her anus, in her colon, in her intestines, and it was on.
Oh Lord.
So it was vibrating. So she's thinking, okay, I'm just gonna, wait and see if it will just make its own way out. and she went to sleep, but she couldn't sleep because it would vibrate and it would vibrate and it would vibrate. So she finally went to the ER and the doctors were trying to extract it. They couldn't extract it, and then it was too far up. So she had to have surgery to get it removed. And then they said that when she woke up from surgery, it was next to her bed in a Ziploc bag, like they had returned it to
So
her.
she could go back and use
So
it.
she could do it again.
No,
I don't know.
wow.
Wipe it
But
down and
it's-
use it again.
So we'll
such
see
a
you in
common
6 months. We'll see you in
story.
6
Yeah.
months.
Exactly. That's the common story of people, and it's funny because it's mostly like men who want to experiment, but they don't realize that they need to have something with the,
What are you talking about? What's it?
in the
When
closet.
Why are you
the
bringing men
closet,
into
men.
this?
Because
Yeah,
'Cause
there were
most
some
of-
freaky men.
yeah, there's some freaky men who, in the closet want to see what it feels like. So they'll stick like various objects,
Yeah.
and those objects don't have that stopper at the end to stop it.
Interesting.
And
So,
so
The moral of the story
you're
is
basically your ass sucks it in and you have to get it removed.
More of the story is
Medically,
make sure your
Don't
dildo
stick
has a
nothing in your
stopper.
butt. Yeah,
sure it
don't
has
stick
a
nothing in your
stopper.
butt that doesn't have a stopper.
I
didn't know that.
Or
what
at least a
stopper
string or
is.
something you can pull it out.
Is that what it's
Yeah,
called? A
exactly.
Stopper? Is that
Well,
what it's
that's
called?
what I would call it, is stopper. It's
It's
like,
just it's
Just a
it-
fat
it-
end.
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
so it's you make it bigger so it can't.
How about
can't
if it
go
just has
anymore.
like a big handle on it or something at the end?
yeah,
there?
or like anal beads have that hook at the end so you can pull it out. You don't put them all the way in. You can pull it out.
Or just have a little. Make sure it's got like a little keychain clip so
something
you
that
can
you
put a
can
chain
pull
on
it
it.
out with. Yep.
Exit only.
Yep.
And
Because unlike the vagina ends at, there's an end point of the vagina, where the anus, there's no end point. It goes all the way through the colon, through your small intestines, through
up
your
the
large
stomach,
intestines. Yep,
up
all
the
the way.
esophagus, out your mouth.
So you
Right.
could just cough it up or something, or
Throw it up.
if you keep pushing it up, yeah, eventually come out your mouth.
Yeah, so
Ugh.
that's, I mean,
that's too bad that she had fresh batteries.
right?
She couldn't sleep. Stick plunger on the side of the wall and go to town. Oh,
Yeah, maybe that she should have tried that.
yeah, well, it sounds like
Right,
Richards has his
right.
ideas. Richard,
Right.
is this
Hey, does your vacuum cleaner have a hose? Just plug it in, put it on your butthole. It'll slowly, hopefully, come up.
Henry says,
Yeah.
why are you not asking Roberto's opinion? I guess that's you, Alberto.
I have my opinion.
What's your opinion on vibrators with no stoppers? Are you for it?
Make sure you have a stopper or a string or something to pull it out.
Well, apparently to Alyssa, a lot of men want to try that. Eddie, have you?
Well, some
No.
men, it's like,
No, sir.
According to Alyssa, there's a lot of men out there that are interested in at least trying it.
We know. It's always the men like Eddie, the real religious kind. He fights
yeah,
it, but
you'd be surprised.
Eddie, if you would do it,
Okay.
what kind of stopper would you use? Like a
I wouldn't.
something fancy, or
I wouldn't. That would never cross my mind to do something like that.
well, what do you think to Alyssa's claims that a lot of men want to
Well,
see how it feels?
maybe
Do you
there
think
is
that's true?
maybe.
maybe
Yeah.
there's those men that get in the relationship. They want the girls to go after him with a strap on. So
Oh God.
What's worse, the girls that want to go are guys that ask their girlfriend or wife to use a strap on them, or just their finger?
what do you mean? They're just the girl's finger or the guy who's using his
No,
finger?
it's the guys that are interested in feeling what the feeling feels like Alyssa said, that they're curious, right, Alyssa? How that feels. Say they're with their wife or a girlfriend, and I think the strap-on's getting a little crazy, but let's say they're into that, but then there's some that just want the girl to use a finger on them. Is it the same thing?
Well, some will start with the finger and then move on up.
Yeah.
Oh, so it starts with the finger, and then before you know it, you gotta
graduate.
Oh boy!
Well,
So Eddie,
you gotta go in slow there, right?
Right.
With the
They
finger?
say that the most extreme orgasm for a guy
yes.
is when the woman is with their finger inserted massaging the prostate. Have you heard that?
That I've heard.
Yeah.
Look
You
at
broke
Eddie, the
Steve.
one that's anti butt right here.
He's
Eddie,
like,
Eddie's
what?
No, that I've heard. I've heard
No,
of that.
Yeah.
Eddie doesn't have many orgasms. We know that too.
Yeah.
have you?
Massaging the prostate while you're orgasming.
Well,
Orgasm. I can't even say it. While you're having an
Do
orgasm.
some homework tonight.
Yeah. While you're having an orgasm makes you have the most extreme orgasm you've ever had. And then you'd just want it more.
It's like the male G spot.
So
Mhm.
like if you're saying this and the guy was like, "Oh wow," and you do it, do you have to tell your friends?
No.
You keep
You
it a
have to
secret.
tell any.
No. Do you?
Damn,
do you
Eddie,
know?
no shit.
Yeah,
Look at Eddie.
No, I mean,
Eddie doesn't tell us.
What happens behind closed doors usually stays
why would
behind
why
closed
would you want
doors.
anybody to know your sexual business? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just
Unless you're
curious.
banging a hot woman, and
Right.
then you tell
not
everyone.
not even then.
All
Not
right,
even-
all right. Shit, I was just asking. God. Damn.
Or
I mean,
It's a
can I
thing
even
too.
ask if you guys have tried that? Well, Alyssa, you're out of the picture because you're a girl. Alberto, Eddie, have you had a finger inserted in there?
even
No.
even
feel
even
that
massaging the what's it called, the chode. That?
Joe,
Yeah.
what the hell is going on here? Eddie,
When
what
you
is it?
massage it,
It makes
that
you-
also gives you a better orgasm.
Get out of here. Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
Steve's gonna try it today.
Yeah.
Just massaging it? That doesn't even
Yeah.
sound like it's very sexy. What is it? Does it have kind of feeling down there? All of a sudden
Apparently.
makes you blow to the
Apparently,
ceiling or
yeah.
what? Okay, so people, if you're listening, if you're a dude, according to Alyssa, you can just massage the chode or chode.
While you're orgasming.
So what's a better one, the chode or finger right up the old
The
canal?
prostate. The prostate is the best.
Okay, so if you're gonna go all out, go for the prostate.
Yes.
That's Alyssa's take for the day, for the weekend fun.
Yeah. That's the whole human anatomy course.
Okay,
See?
so what's the deal
College
with the
sometimes does
strap-ons?
help.
What's that?
You brought it up.
Sometimes college is educational.
So the strap-on, is that the same thing? Like when guys have their ladies get a strap-on, is it doing the same thing as the finger, or is it more intense, you think?
What do you mean when the guys have the strap on?
No, when the girl has a strap-on doing the dude, and then how you just said the massage of the prostate is an intense orgasm. When they use the strap-on, is it more for that, or is it a whole different game? Oh, so it's still
Yeah,
massaging.
I'm sure if the guy is jacking off and the girl's using the strap on, it's probably feels a lot better than just jacking off.
Oh boy. Okay, guys.
Steve's like, I got homework now.
Oh gosh.
You got things to do, Steve.
Steve, just stick the plunger on the wall
Oh
while
no.
you're jacking off.
And go to town.
Okay, first of all, only Richard would say that. Who would put a plunger in their butt? Isn't that wood?
No, okay.
Would
They
you
have
get a
some.
splitter?
I've seen a plunger that has it goes like this at the end,
Oh.
and it's plastic.
Like a pyramid.
Oh.
And I was no.
It's all ribbed for pleasure.
When I saw it, I'm like, oh look, it's ribbed for her pleasure.
I'm thinking of the plungers, the old, since we were talking
Oh, the
about the
wooden one
80s,
with
the wooden ones.
With
Yeah.
the rust color plunger part.
Yeah. Imagine back then, people who were wanting to experience that. Imagine if you got a splitter in there. Oh. Okay, enough of this. Hey, look,
Enough plunger talk.
enough plunger talk. Thanks, Richard, for that.
You can just take the plastic off, Steve, and just screw it in. You know how the plastic screws off the plastic thing?
Like the end?
Off the plunger part.
Oh, well, yeah. Oh, the little. It's got the
Yeah.
little screw
Little-
grooves.
Yeah.
But the plunger part is the stopper.
That way you
Oh,
can take
yeah.
it back
Whoa.
out.
That's a long way to go before you
You can screw it in and then screw it back out.
Hey, that's a good idea. Use a plunger. That's a stopper. Hey, if that goes in, then you're in big trouble. All right,
boy.
guys. Let's get out of here. Well, we learned something new, Eddie. So let us know if you try that, and
That's for you to experiment, Steve.
let us know if that orgasm is that much more
And then
intense.
Steve, you can let us know if the plunger stays on the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, nah, I gotta get in that plunger shit. No, sorry about that. I'll let Richard, why don't you get back to us on the next show on tell us something about your past plunger experiences.
The
Right?
butt is exit only.
Oh boy, that's crazy. Okay, we're gonna get out of here. Is everybody back next week, or Alyssa, is just your weekend off? Oh,
I
it's
think
a
it's my-
holiday, right?
The holiday. Is it the holiday already?
I think it's next
Yeah.
week, isn't it?
Yeah.
So is that-
I
is that
won't
your-
be here next week. Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta
We'll be here,
work.
and
Will
we'll
we?
miss you. Well, yeah, I'm gonna be here. I don't want to take the day off. All hell breaks loose.
Oh, I thought it was graduation,
day
but
off.
that's not June 1st.
Yeah.
What are you graduating now?
My niece. She invited me. She invited me to her graduation.
Is it Thursday?
She invited me to her graduation.
Is it Thursday?
It's on.
It'll be in the evening anyway, so forget.
Mhm.
Eddie, it'll be here.
They're graduating in the morning.
What? At 9:00?
Yeah. No,
At 9 a.m.
no, it's
Eddie, just do the show from the graduation.
it's June 1st, not till I think Wednesday or Thursday. I don't know.
Eddie will be here.
Wednesday.
Okay, guys, we're gonna get out of here. Eddie, we'll talk about this later.
We'll get our schedule straight
Yeah, we'll
later.
get our schedule straight. See how
All
people
right.
have to hear us trying to get out of the show. That's a really way to promote everything, huh? Okay, guys, have fun. Have a good weekend. We'll be back next week. And
All right.
if we're going to have some fun and do all the shit we're talking about, good luck. Make sure it's got a stopper.
Plunger?
Yeah, make sure it's got a stopper. All right, guys. We'll see you guys.
All right.
bars, big tits and bars, drinking all night